Hello, Wanda Hirsch Patriots. We want to say welcome back to our TK through fifth grade students. You are coming back to school starting the week of March 22nd, 2021. This presentation is based off our safety and operations plan, which is available on the TUSD website. Here's our current bell schedule. Notice that we have groups A, B, and C that are going on and doing different things on the same days. It's very confusing. We've got this explained. Our bell schedule is not changing. These are the exact same times that we have been on as far as Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday since January. Remember way back we took that survey and we said, are we coming back in person or did you want your student to remain on distance learning? That's where the groups A, B, and C take place. Let's pretend Miss Nasello is a first grade teacher and this is my pretend class list. These are my survey results. These are my kiddos that want to remain in distance learning. These are my kiddos that want to return in person. For social distancing requirements, we have broken up the in-person groups into two groups. Again, this is for social distancing and safety reasons. An easier way to think of this is Group A comes to school on Mondays and Thursdays. On Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, they are online. I highly recommend you screenshot this particular slide. Group B, you are alternating. So while Group A is at school on Monday, Group B and Group C are learning at the same time online. Group B, you come to school on Tuesdays and Fridays. So if you look at Tuesday, Group B is in person, but Group A and C are learning online. Everybody is on distance learning on Wednesdays. Thursday, Group A is in person, B and C are learning online. Friday, Group B is in person, Group A and C are learning online. So C, you are at home all the time on distance learning. So yes, our bell schedule is not changing. These are the times, lock them into your memory. Remember, our students at home will follow the same schedule on Microsoft Teams. That is our platform. Attendance is super important. We expect you to be in school, whether it's in person on the correct day or online on the correct day. We also expect you to be on time. Please be patient with us the first couple weeks as our students in person need time to transition from their lineup line to the classroom. So our online students will be waiting in the lobby as our in-person students enter the classroom. Our online students will be coming into the classroom through the lobby. Please notice lunch times have been added to our bell schedule. Lunch has changed for when we return in person. Our in-person students have a chance to get lunch from 11 to noon, distance learners from 12 to 12:30 on Wednesday. It's like it is now, 11:30 to 12:30. Grab and go lunch is still our method of delivering lunch. Students will go through the NPR upon their exit and move to their staging area, which I will explain in a couple of minutes. We have had one-way traffic through our NPR all year. This is nothing new. It's going to remain the same. One very cool thing that I want you to notice about our Tracy Unified Food Services, all meal packages are free for all TUSD students, and they contain hot lunch, supper, and breakfast for the following day. This little slide right here, you are going to want to screenshot this because if you are interested in meals for your kiddos, this is the slide to keep. Fourth and fifth grade students, PE and music will remain on the same days. You might have a change in times. You are still seeing these teachers. However, you are going to see them in the afternoon virtually. That will not be in person. TK through fifth grade RSP and speech services. There might be some slight changes in your schedule. So you're going to want to see your team's calendar for details. Our special education team will make sure you are informed and your schedule is updated. Masks are required for all students ages 2 and above. I know this may be new to some people. It's been in our plan for a few weeks now. I have communicated it on School Messenger. A face mask is required for every single student on our campus, unless there is a medical exemption from a medical doctor, and that exemption has been emailed to me, Ms. Nasello, your principal. In-person students, they will need a few things to be successful. The first thing is we need to conduct a health assessment each and every day with parents. Students, you want to do this with your parents. Also, students, you do not want to arrive more than 10 minutes prior to your start time. I will explain why in just a minute. You will want to wear a face mask as mentioned in our previous slide. The other thing that is super important, you must bring your district issued laptop. We will not be supporting personal devices on our network. Your district laptop also came with a laptop bag and a laptop charger. You will want those items as well as whatever instructional materials your teacher has asked you to bring. You want to bring and take them every single day. Nothing will stay on campus just in case we have to quarantine. That self-health assessment looks like this. Essentially, what you'll be doing is checking your child for these particular symptoms. If your child has any of those symptoms, do not send them to school. Keep them at home and call our office immediately. So what happens if someone is exposed to COVID or experiencing COVID symptoms? If it's before school, please stay home and call our office staff immediately. We will guide you on next steps. If symptoms are confirmed to be present while at school, the student will be placed in our isolation room and monitored by our staff. The parent must have that student picked up immediately. And then the student will more than likely have to quarantine for 10 to 14 days and participate via distance learning until a nurse clears the student to return to campus. This is a district nurse. What happens if someone is positive for COVID? If you find out before school, stay home. Do not come on campus. Please call and email our staff immediately, our office staff immediately. We will guide you on next steps. Every single case is different. There is a possibility that the entire class would transition to distance learning for 10 to 14 days. If that is the case, we will notify you. And please have a plan in place. This is going to be something that is abrupt. There's not really an advance notice, so please have a plan in place ahead of time. We understand that it can be frustrating being so last minute notice, but this is part of keeping everyone safe. Our district nurses play a very, very important role. If a student is sent home or a family is asked to quarantine, that student may not be able to return to campus. They cannot return to campus until a district nurse notifies the school saying the student is all clear to return. This is highly, highly important. So what will arrival and dismissal look like? Using Carline for drop-off and pickup is very, 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 very highly, highly, highly encouraged. This is what our dismissal kind of looked like before COVID. We were all kind of scrunched up on any given day. We cannot do that anymore. For social distancing requirements, I need as much space as possible in front of our school so that I can spread students out to safely dismiss them, safely monitor them, and make sure that we're maintaining social distance. So please notice how spread out we are. A couple of the other things I want you to notice is only students will be able to come on campus beyond this point. Only students will be able to come on campus beyond this point. These little areas will be known as our staging areas. Preschool for particular rooms, TK and kinder, and preschool for particular rooms. All of this will be explained momentarily. So again, because parents cannot come physically on campus due to social distancing requirements, we highly recommend that every single family use the Carline for drop-off and pickup. Here's what these signs will look like. Down at the towards the street on Dove Avenue will be a particular sign that says no entry beyond this point other than for students. And just before the bike rack, another sign here. Again, this says no entry beyond this point unless you are a student. So again, using the Carline is what we highly, highly recommend. We have two gate entrances. We have our main gate, which is pretty much for every single student on campus. It's one way in and one way out. This is our only gate to bring everyone through safely. We will be practicing social distance upon our exit. The other gate is the preschool gate, which will be for Miss Selena, Miss Siobhan, and Miss Deanna's classes. Again, arrival and dismissal. When you pull into our parking lot, you will come in and you will follow our car line. You will not leave your vehicle. One of the most important parts is to not stop in the middle of the car line. The most popular place to stop is right here at the main gate. Families want to stop there. We cannot have you stop there. You have to pull all the way forward, as far forward as possible, all the way up to space number 1 if you can. When our students come onto campus, they will have particular staging areas, either inside the campus if they're little ones, such as preschool, TK, and kinder, or just outside the campus in front of the school if they're in 1st through 5th grades. Notice the staging areas will have cones and signs by grade level. Again, TK and kinder line up inside the gate so they can be safely monitored during the morning as they arrive. So this is what our staging areas look like for 4th grade. Notice 4th grade is over by the NPR, 3rd grade is closer to the gate, 1st grade is right in front of the office building, 2nd grade is over here on the grass, and 5th grade is over here on the larger grass area. These are known as our staging areas. Again, cones with grade levels. We will also have models for social distancing so students can practice that. Please do not, please, do not stop at our main gate. Keep pulling forward. Do not stop at a staging area. It doesn't matter what staging area it is. Please pull forward. I promise, if everyone does their part, it will help our car line go much smoother and everyone will get to work on time. Pull as far forward as possible. So what about preschool, TK, and kinder, drop off and pick up? I know it's a little bit different. Again, you are still going to pull as far forward as possible. In the morning, no sooner than 7:50 for our AM classes, no sooner than 11:50 AM for our PM classes. There is no one on duty before those times. Please pull as far forward as possible. You may exit the driver's seat to unbuckle your child. We understand that this is a need that our little ones have. You may assist your student to the sidewalk, but you may not leave the vehicle and escort the student to the gate. Again, you may not leave the vehicle and escort the student to the gate. Our students can walk solo inside the gate. If they cannot walk solo, we will go ahead and escort them. Again, we will make sure they are supervised. We understand this is your baby, your pride and joy, the most important thing in your life. We totally get it. We are experienced in this area. We will take care of them. If they cannot be exited from the vehicle efficiently, we do ask that you can park and escort the student to the office, and we are happy to take it from there for you. Just go ahead and do that. If you have questions, you can always ask me. Again, TK and kinder, they line up inside the gate where they can be safely monitored. So the scariest part for them would be that little bit of a walk to our gate. Again, staff will be monitoring them. For dismissal, our kinders used to dismiss right here at the main gate. Because of social distancing, we are going to move them over to the 1, 2, 3, 4 car line area. So this is what this will look like. Again, you will pull as far forward as possible. Right here, we have kinder. So for example, let's say this is AM kinder. Mrs. Cameron's class will be near here. Miss Martin's class will be near here, and Mrs. Adams's class will be near here. We will also have our noon supervisors helping out and assisting students to the cars. This dismissal begins at 11. Please be on time because at 11:20 we start to have a lot of other students start dismissing. So you're going to want to take advantage of that time. Place your name tag on the dash. All of our kinder teachers will give you a name tag. If you place it on the dash, you pull as far forward as possible. You stay in your vehicle. We will radio for your student, and that student will be escorted to the vehicle by staff. You can exit your driver's seat to buckle them in real quickly, but if this cannot be done quickly, we do ask that you park in a designated spot and buckle up there. And they're right in front of you beyond the car line. So sometimes our parents are going to need to visit the office. We totally understand that. Even though you cannot come on campus to a certain point, there are times you must come in. Although we recommend emailing or phone calls, there is a process for coming into our office. Again, masks are required, and we ask that no more than one adult and one child from the same family are inside the office at a time. We ask that you wait outside to be called. If you could help us practice that social distance, we would greatly appreciate it. Or you can wait in your car, wave to us, let us know, and we can call you in. Again, these are our main gates for entering. So what can I expect on campus? When our students come on campus, for our main kiddos, 1st through 5th grade, they will walk through that main gate. Remember, we talked about gates. They're going to walk through that main gate. They're going to make their way to the blacktop. There is no before school recess. Let's say I'm a Mrs. Fry's student. Mrs. Fry's class lines up here, and then what they will do is they will meet their teacher. Their teachers will already be standing as students enter the gate and come out on the blacktop. Their teacher will be here with their little thermometer and clipboard. We will take temperatures and we will take lunch count. Restrooms look a little bit different now. Because of social distancing, we have to mark off certain stalls, urinals, and sinks. We also have a particular restroom procedure where no more than 3 students are allowed in the bathroom at a time. Teachers have passes that will hang on the door to indicate students outside if they have to wait or if they may enter. Our play structure will be off limits, as well as shared playground equipment. Drinking fountains are also closed down. What we do have in each classroom is a sink where students can refill water bottles that they may bring from home, or we have cups that will be available to them. Playgrounds will also be divvied up for certain areas on campus where kids can play. Again, our play structures are closed to all students, but we'll have other areas where students can stretch their legs, have a snack, get a drink of water, and just take a break from class. Here's what our large playground will look like. You can expect regular hand sanitizing and washing throughout the day. Employees will be wearing masks and various versions of PPE. Notice Miss Vitron with her lovely mask on, Miss K demonstrating a mask and a face shield, and then we have Miss Selena also demonstrating what the desk shield looks like. Social distancing stickers and place areas will be used in classrooms and outside. You can also expect 4 feet of distancing between seats and chairs, as well as carpet time seating. Some of our students have individual seating in their classrooms, and we also have individual supplies to the extent practicable. Any supplies that are shared will be disinfected. Again, please remember that masks are required for all students age 2 and above. Some of our student PPE that we also have available is a face shield for each student and a desk shield for each student. Again, Miss K is modeling what the face shield looks like. If you would like your child to use this additional PPE, just go ahead and email the teacher to let them know. And Patriots, we can't wait to see you. Don't forget, the week of March 22nd. If you have any questions, parents, please feel free to email me. This is my email right here. And again, we are so excited to see you.